2025 is not just a new year, it's a chance to break free from the old version of yourself and rise as someone stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. Every setback, every failure, and every challenge you've faced has been shaping you for the greatest version of yourself in 2025. Reinventing yourself isn't about changing who you are, it's about becoming who you were always meant to be. How to Reinvent Yourself in 2025 is written and published by Audiobooks Box. Introduction. In 2025, it's time for a fresh start. If you've ever felt stuck, unsure, or like you're not living up to your full potential, this book is for you. You'll learn exactly how to reinvent yourself, no more holding back or waiting for the perfect moment. The truth is, the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to take control. In this book, you'll discover practical steps to help you break free from old habits, mindsets, and limitations. You'll learn how to set clear goals, stay focused, and overcome challenges. This isn't about pretending to be someone else, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. You'll find the confidence to make the changes you need to thrive. Are you ready to stop feeling stuck and start moving forward? Do you want to look back in a year and see a person who's grown, learned, and accomplished more than you ever imagined? If you're committed to your own growth, this book will guide you step by step to your next level. It's time to embrace the change you've been waiting for. Let's reinvent yourself together in 2025. Chapter 1. Recognize the need for change. Change begins with the truth. To reinvent yourself, the first step is admitting that the person you are today is not the person you want to be tomorrow. Recognizing the need for change is not a sign of weakness, it's a realization of strength. Look at your life as it is now, your habits, your mindset, and your daily routines. Be honest about what is working and what is not. If you feel stuck, it's because the habits and choices you've made have brought you here. Change becomes necessary when the comfort of staying the same costs more than the effort to evolve. Ask yourself hard questions. Are you genuinely happy with where you are? Are you proud of the person you've become? If the answer is no, don't shy away from it. Instead, let that dissatisfaction be your guide. People often resist change because they fear the unknown, but staying stagnant is a choice that comes with its own risks. Life moves forward whether you decide to move with it or not. You cannot grow if you cling to what no longer serves you. Awareness is key. Pay attention to the patterns in your life. Are you repeating mistakes because you refuse to let go of old habits? Are you stuck in toxic environments that drain your energy? Recognize that you have the power to change these patterns, but it starts with acknowledging their existence. This is not about self-criticism. It's about self-reflection. The purpose of recognizing the need for change is not to punish yourself, but to empower yourself. Once you accept the need for change, stop making excuses. Blaming circumstances, people, or your past will not help you move forward. The world will not pause for you to figure things out, so the responsibility lies with you. Take ownership of your life. Understand that nobody else will come to rescue you. The decision to change is yours alone, and the sooner you make it, the sooner you can start building a better future. Recognizing the need for change also means accepting that your current comfort zone is holding you back. Comfort zones feel safe, but they keep you small. Growth doesn't happen in places of ease. When you stay in the same routines, you limit your potential. You have to step outside of what feels familiar to discover what you are truly capable of. Be clear about why you want to change. Without a strong reason, you'll lack the drive to follow through. Whether it's improving your health, finding purpose, or achieving a long-held goal, your reason must come from within. It has to mean something deeply personal to you. This clarity gives you direction and helps you stay focused when challenges arise. Change isn't something you wait for, it's something you create. The moment you recognize that your life can be different is the moment you reclaim your power. Let this chapter serve as the wake-up call you need to take the first step. Your future depends on the actions you take today. Chapter 2. Define your true identity. Knowing who you are is essential if you want to reinvent yourself. Your true identity is not the role you play in society, the labels others have given you, or the expectations placed upon you. It's the core of who you are when you strip away everything external. To define your true identity, you must step back and reflect deeply. Start by asking, what do I value most in life? And who do I want to be when no one else is watching? Your identity is shaped by your values, your beliefs, and your actions, not by opinions or circumstances. Understanding yourself begins with letting go of what you are not. You are not your mistakes, your failures, or your insecurities. These are experiences, not definitions. Too often, people confuse their identity with the labels society places on them, titles, achievements, or even failures. These things might describe parts of your journey, but they do not define who you are. You are more than the sum of your past decisions or the roles you play for others. Take the time to uncover your authentic self. What drives you? What makes you feel alive? Think about the moments when you felt the most fulfilled. Were you creating, helping, or achieving something meaningful? These moments hold clues to your true identity. Defining yourself is not about pleasing others or fitting into someone else's expectations. It's about finding what resonates with you and aligns with your inner values. To define your identity, you must also confront the lies you've told yourself. Many people live under false narratives like, I'm not good enough, or I can't succeed. These stories are not truths. They are fears disguised as reality. Challenge these thoughts, question where they came from, and whether they have any basis. Your identity should not be dictated by fear or self-doubt. Choose to define yourself by your potential, not by your limitations. Building your true identity requires aligning your actions with your beliefs. If you say you value honesty, live with integrity. If you value growth, embrace learning and change. Actions reveal character. Defining your identity is not just an intellectual exercise, it's a process of becoming. You are defined by what you consistently do, not by what you merely think or say. Recognize that your identity will evolve over time. Who you were 5 years ago is not who you are today. Reinvention doesn't mean abandoning your past. It means integrating the lessons you've learned into a stronger version of yourself. Growth is not a betrayal of who you are. It's the fulfillment of who you're meant to be. Finally, accept that your identity is yours to shape. No one else has the right to define you. You have the power to choose who you are and who you will become. Let this chapter remind you that defining your true identity is the foundation for every change you want to make in your life. Chapter 3. Create a vision for your future. Without a clear vision, life becomes a series of random events instead of a purposeful journey. Creating a vision for your future gives you direction, focus, and the motivation to move forward. It's about imagining the life you want to build and understanding the steps needed to make it a reality. Begin by asking yourself where you want to be in the next 5, 10, or even 20 years. Think about the kind of person you want to become, the experiences you want to have, and the impact you want to make. Your vision should be personal and meaningful. Avoid thinking about what others expect from you or what society defines as success. This is your life, and your vision must come from your desires and values. Reflect on what truly matters to you. What makes you excited to wake up in the morning? What goals give your life a sense of purpose? The clearer you are about what you want, the easier it becomes to create a path to achieve it. Write your vision down. When you put your thoughts on paper, they become more tangible. Describe your ideal future in detail. Include specific goals for your health, career, relationships, and personal growth. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be successful," write, "I want to build a business that positively impacts others and generates financial independence." The more specific your vision, the more powerful it becomes. Think of your vision as a blueprint for your life. Like an architect designing a building, you need a detailed plan to guide your actions. However, remember that a blueprint is flexible. As you grow and learn, your vision may change. Be willing to adjust it as needed, while staying true to your core values and aspirations. To create a compelling vision, focus on the emotions it inspires. Imagine how achieving your goals will make you feel. Will it bring you peace, fulfillment, or excitement? These emotions are powerful motivators that will keep you moving forward, especially when challenges arise. A vision that resonates emotionally is far more likely to inspire action than one that feels detached or vague. Break your vision into smaller, manageable milestones. Big dreams can feel overwhelming if you don't know where to start. Identify the steps you need to take to get closer to your goals. If your vision is to improve your health, begin by committing to a regular exercise routine or improving your diet. Each small step builds momentum and brings you closer to the life you envision. Your vision is not just about achieving external goals. It's also about becoming the person capable of living that future. Focus on developing the skills, habits, and mindset required to make your vision a reality. When you align your actions with your aspirations, you build a future that reflects the best version of yourself. Let your vision be your guide. It's a constant reminder of what you're working toward and why it matters. With a clear picture of your future, you give yourself the gift of purpose and direction, turning dreams into achievements. Chapter 4. Face your fears head-on. Fear is one of the most powerful obstacles standing between you and the life you want to create. It keeps you in your comfort zone, limits your growth, and prevents you from reaching your full potential. Facing your fears head-on is not about pretending they don't exist. It's about acknowledging them, understanding their impact, and choosing to act despite them. To overcome fear, you must first identify what you're afraid of and how it's holding you back. Start by being honest with yourself. Write down the fears that keep you from moving forward. Is it the fear of failure, rejection, judgment? Often fears are rooted in the unknown or in assumptions about what might happen. Once you identify them, you can begin to dismantle their power over you. Fear often grows when it's left unexamined. By confronting it directly, you start to weaken its grip on your life. Recognize that fear is a natural part of being human. Everyone experiences it in some form, but the difference lies in how people respond. Instead of avoiding situations that trigger fear, approach them with curiosity. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen, and what's the best that could come from facing this fear? You might find that your fears are exaggerated or even irrational when you examine them closely. Taking action is the most effective way to face your fears. Start small if the idea feels overwhelming. If you're afraid of public speaking, begin by practicing in front of a trusted friend. If you fear failure, set a modest goal, and commit to following through, regardless of the outcome. Each time you take a step forward, you build confidence and reduce the power fear has over you. Reframing your perspective on fear can also help. Instead of seeing it as something to avoid, view it as an opportunity for growth. Fear often signals that you're stepping into unfamiliar territory, which is where personal development happens. Embrace the discomfort as a sign that you're pushing yourself beyond your limits and becoming stronger in the process. Understand that fear loses its strength when you face it repeatedly. The first time you confront it, it might feel overwhelming. The second time, it's a little easier. Over time, what once seemed impossible becomes manageable, and eventually, it may even feel routine. This process builds resilience and prepares you to tackle bigger challenges in the future. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, it's the decision to act despite it. Each time you face your fears, you're proving to yourself that you are stronger than the obstacles in your way. You're training yourself to see fear as a challenge rather than a barrier. Facing your fears is a lifelong practice. As you grow, new fears will arise, but the skills and confidence you develop will equip you to handle them. By confronting fear head-on, you take control of your life and move closer to becoming the person you aspire to be. Chapter 5. Develop daily discipline. Discipline is the foundation of success. It's what separates those who achieve their goals from those who fall short. Developing daily discipline means committing to consistent actions that align with your goals, regardless of how you feel in the moment. It's about prioritizing long-term growth over temporary comfort and recognizing that small daily choices shape the future you create. Start by setting clear priorities. Understand what truly matters to you and focus your energy on those areas. Without clarity, it's easy to get distracted or waste time on activities that don't serve your purpose. Write down your goals and break them into daily tasks. When you have a roadmap, it becomes easier to stay on track and hold yourself accountable. Establish a routine that supports your goals. Discipline thrives in structure. Create a daily schedule that includes time for the activities that matter most, whether it's exercising, learning, working on a project, or spending time with loved ones. Stick to your routine even when motivation fades. Consistency builds momentum and reinforces your commitment to your goals. Eliminate distractions that disrupt your focus. Identify the habits or activities that waste your time and energy. This might include excessive scrolling on social media, procrastination, or saying yes to things that don't align with your priorities. Replace these distractions with habits that contribute to your growth. For example, instead of scrolling through your phone, spend that time reading or learning something new. Learn to embrace discomfort. Discipline often requires doing things you don't feel like doing. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep in, working hard when you'd rather relax, or saying no to temptations that derail your progress. Each time you push through discomfort, you build mental strength and prove to yourself that you're capable of following through on your commitments. Track your progress to stay motivated. Keep a journal or use a planner to record your daily actions. Reflect on what you accomplished and identify areas where you can improve. Seeing your progress, no matter how small, reinforces the importance of discipline and motivates you to keep going. Avoid perfectionism. Discipline doesn't mean you'll never make mistakes. What matters is your ability to get back on track after setbacks. If you miss a day or fall short of a goal, don't dwell on it. Learn from the experience and refocus on your next step. The key is persistence, not perfection. Surround yourself with people who value discipline. Your environment plays a significant role in shaping your habits. Spend time with individuals who inspire and challenge you to stay committed to your goals. Their support and example can help you maintain your focus and strengthen your discipline. Over time, discipline becomes second nature. What feels difficult at first gradually becomes a habit. By choosing discipline every day, you create a life built on purpose, consistency, and meaningful progress. The rewards of discipline are not just in the results you achieve, but in the person you become through the process. Chapter 6. Take responsibility for your life. Taking responsibility for your life means owning your choices, actions, and the consequences that follow. It's about acknowledging that you have the power to shape your own future, regardless of the circumstances you face. When you take responsibility, you stop blaming others or external situations for where you are in life. Instead, you take full control and make decisions that align with your values and goals. It starts with understanding that your life is a direct result of your decisions. The way you live today is a reflection of the choices you've made up until now. This can be both empowering and challenging. It means you can change anything you don't like, but it also means you must accept that no one else is responsible for your happiness or success. Start by looking at your current situation without excuses. If things aren't going the way you want, identify the decisions that got you here. Are you procrastinating? Are you avoiding tough conversations or difficult tasks? Are you letting fear or doubt control your actions? Acknowledge where you've fallen short, but don't dwell on the mistakes. Use them as lessons, not reasons to stay stuck. Taking responsibility also means being proactive about your future. Don't wait for life to change on its own, or for others to make it better for you. You have to take the first step, no matter how small, in the direction you want to go. Your future is in your hands, and every action you take today shapes tomorrow. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming others for your struggles. It's common to blame parents, teachers, friends, or society for limiting your opportunities. However, when you focus on blame, you give away your power. Blaming others keeps you stuck in a victim mentality, where you believe you have no control over your life. To take responsibility, you need to shift your focus from external factors to what you can do right now to change your circumstances. Take ownership of your mistakes. Instead of pointing fingers, ask yourself how you can learn and grow from each experience. The more you accept your role in your outcomes, the more empowered you become to make different choices moving forward. Responsibility is not about perfection, but about learning, improving, and doing better each day. Start making intentional choices. Recognize that you are the one who decides how you spend your time, energy, and resources. Don't let the world dictate your path. Whether it's your career, relationships, or health, take the initiative to make decisions that serve your long-term well-being. To fully embrace responsibility, you also need to hold yourself accountable. Set goals and create a plan to achieve them. Track your progress and review your actions regularly. When things don't go as planned, don't look for excuses. Instead, reflect on what you can do differently and keep moving forward. Taking responsibility for your life doesn't mean you won't face challenges. Life will always present obstacles, but when you own your choices, you become stronger and more capable of overcoming them. You stop seeing yourself as a victim and start seeing yourself as the creator of your own destiny. Chapter 7. Prioritize mental and emotional health. Mental and emotional health form the foundation for living a balanced and fulfilling life. When you take care of your inner well-being, you gain the clarity, resilience, and strength to face challenges and grow into the best version of yourself. Prioritizing your mental and emotional health isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Start by recognizing the signs of stress or emotional imbalance. Feeling overwhelmed, irritable, or unmotivated is often a signal that something in your life needs attention. Instead of ignoring these feelings or pushing through them, take the time to address them. Understand that acknowledging your emotions is a strength, not a weakness. Create space in your daily routine to check in with yourself. Set aside quiet moments to reflect on how you feel and what you need. Journaling can be an effective way to organize your thoughts and release pent-up emotions. Writing things down allows you to see patterns and identify areas where you can make positive changes. Establish boundaries that protect your mental health. This could mean saying no to commitments that drain your energy or limiting time with people who bring negativity into your life. It's not selfish to prioritize your well-being. It's essential for maintaining balance and focus. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, encourage you, and respect your boundaries. Learn to process your emotions instead of suppressing them. Avoid numbing difficult feelings with distractions like social media, unhealthy habits, or overworking. Allow yourself to experience your emotions fully, whether it's sadness, anger, or joy. When you process your feelings, you free yourself from the weight of unresolved emotions and create room for healing and growth. Develop healthy habits that support your mental and emotional well-being. Regular exercise, sufficient sleep, and a balanced diet can have a significant impact on how you feel. Physical activity releases endorphins, improving your mood and reducing stress. Sleep restores your energy and mental clarity. A nutritious diet fuels your brain and body, helping you function at your best. Practice mindfulness to stay present and grounded. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or simply focusing on your surroundings can help calm your mind and reduce anxiety. When you're fully present in the moment, you can let go of worries about the past or future and focus on what truly matters right now. Don't hesitate to seek professional help when needed. Therapy or counseling can provide valuable tools for managing stress, improving relationships, and addressing deeper emotional challenges. Reaching out for help is not a sign of failure. It's a step toward greater self-awareness and healing. Celebrate small victories and practice gratitude daily. Acknowledge the progress you make, no matter how small, and focus on the positive aspects of your life. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you see opportunities instead of obstacles. Taking care of your mental and emotional health is a lifelong journey. By making it a priority, you equip yourself to handle life's ups and downs with strength, patience, and compassion. You become more present, more fulfilled, and more capable of living the life you truly deserve. Chapter 8. Set non-negotiable boundaries. Establishing boundaries is an essential step toward building a life of purpose, balance, and self-respect. Boundaries are not about isolating yourself from others, but defining what is acceptable for your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. When you set non-negotiable boundaries, you protect your time, energy, and values, creating space for the life you want to live. Start by understanding your priorities. Reflect on what matters most to you, whether it's your career, health, relationships, or personal growth. Without clarity about your priorities, it's easy for others' demands or distractions to take over your life. Identify the areas where you feel overextended or undervalued, and consider what limits you need to put in place. Communicating your boundaries clearly is essential. Be honest but firm when you express your needs to others. Use straightforward language, and don't feel obligated to over-explain or apologize. For example, if you need uninterrupted time to work or rest, state that directly. Others are more likely to respect your boundaries when you present them with confidence and consistency. Learn to say no without guilt. Many people struggle with setting boundaries because they fear disappointing others or appearing unkind. However, every time you say yes to something that conflicts with your priorities, you're saying no to yourself. Practice declining requests respectfully but firmly, remembering that protecting your well-being is more important than pleasing everyone. Protect your time from unnecessary distractions. Social media, excessive commitments, and constant interruptions can drain your focus and energy. Decide how much time you're willing to dedicate to these activities and stick to those limits. For example, setting specific hours for checking your phone or declining invitations that conflict with your goals can help you stay on track. Boundaries are just as important in relationships. Healthy connections are built on mutual respect and understanding. If someone in your life disregards your needs or continuously crosses the lines you've drawn, it's crucial to address the issue. Be prepared to walk away from toxic relationships if necessary. Surround yourself with people who respect your boundaries and support your growth. Honor the boundaries you set for yourself. It's easy to let self-discipline slip when no one else is watching, but breaking your own boundaries undermines your progress. For example, if you've decided to dedicate specific hours to self-care, stick to them even when it's tempting to prioritize something else. Respecting your own limits builds self-trust and reinforces your commitment to your goals. Remember that boundaries are not static. As your priorities and circumstances evolve, so too should your limits. Reassess them regularly to ensure they align with your current needs and goals. If you notice that a boundary is no longer serving you, adjust it accordingly without hesitation. Setting non-negotiable boundaries is an act of self-respect and empowerment. When you define what you will and won't allow in your life, you take control of your time, energy, and choices. This clarity enables you to focus on what truly matters, fostering a life of purpose, balance, and fulfillment. Chapter 9. Embrace the power of consistency. Consistency is the foundation of meaningful and lasting transformation. It's not about grand gestures or dramatic changes. It's about the small, deliberate actions you take every single day. When you commit to showing up for yourself consistently, you unlock the potential to achieve goals that once seemed out of reach. Start by identifying one area in your life where consistency is lacking. Whether it's improving your health, building a skill, or strengthening a relationship, focus on one change that aligns with your long-term vision. Trying to overhaul everything at once can be overwhelming, but dedicating consistent effort to one priority builds momentum that carries into other areas of life. Develop a routine that supports your goals. Structure creates clarity and reduces decision fatigue, making it easier to follow through. If you're working on fitness, for instance, schedule specific times for exercise each week. If you're pursuing personal growth, dedicate time daily to reading or reflection. A well-designed routine becomes a guide that keeps you on track, even when motivation wanes. Consistency requires patience. It's easy to feel frustrated when results don't come quickly, but meaningful change takes time. Each small action you take might seem insignificant on its own, but over weeks and months, those actions compound into significant progress. Trust the process and remind yourself that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Track your progress to stay motivated. Whether it's a journal, a checklist, or an app, find a way to measure your efforts and reflect on what you've accomplished. Tracking doesn't just show how far you've come, it also highlights patterns that can help you adjust your approach when needed. Seeing tangible evidence of your consistency reinforces your commitment. Eliminate distractions that disrupt your focus. Identify habits or influences that pull you away from your path, and create strategies to minimize their impact. For example, if social media eats into your productive time, set boundaries for usage. By reducing distractions, You create more space for the actions that align with your priorities. Accountability can strengthen your consistency. Share your goals with someone who supports your journey, whether it's a friend, mentor, or coach. Knowing that someone else is aware of your efforts encourages you to follow through, even on days when it feels challenging. Choose people who inspire and uplift you, not those who might discourage or undermine your progress. Stay adaptable, but committed. Life will inevitably throw unexpected challenges your way, and sticking rigidly to a plan might not always be possible. When this happens, focus on what you can do, rather than what you can't. Even small adjustments, like scaling back but not abandoning your efforts, allow you to maintain your momentum. Consistency is about building trust with yourself. Each time you honor a commitment, no matter how minor, you reinforce your belief in your ability to follow through. This trust is the foundation of self-confidence and resilience, qualities that empower you to pursue even bigger goals. Embracing consistency isn't just about achieving success, it's about becoming someone who can rely on themselves to take action, even when it's difficult. With time, this habit transforms your potential into reality, creating a life of purpose, discipline, and achievement. Chapter 10. Surround yourself with the right people. The people you allow into your life shape your mindset, decisions, and future. If you want to reinvent yourself, start by evaluating the relationships you maintain. Ask yourself if the people closest to you uplift and inspire you, or if they hold you back from reaching your full potential. Who you surround yourself with has a direct impact on your growth and success. Identify those who encourage you to aim higher and challenge you to be better. Seek individuals who share similar values, ambitions, and a growth-oriented mindset. These people don't need to have the same goals as you, but they should push you to believe in yourself and take steps toward your aspirations. Positive influences create an environment where progress feels natural and achievable. Distance yourself from toxic relationships. This isn't about cutting everyone out of your life at once. It's about setting boundaries with people who drain your energy, discourage your efforts, or criticize your dreams. Be mindful of how interactions with certain individuals make you feel. If someone consistently leaves you feeling unmotivated or undervalued, it's time to reassess their place in your life. Surrounding yourself with the right people doesn't just mean looking for those who inspire you. It also involves contributing positively to others. Be someone who motivates, listens, and supports. Relationships are built on mutual respect and trust. When you uplift others, you naturally attract people who will do the same for you. Seek mentors who can guide you on your journey. These individuals have already navigated challenges similar to those you face and can offer insights and advice to help you move forward. A mentor doesn't need to be someone you know personally. It can be an author, speaker, or leader whose work resonates with you. Learn from their experiences and apply their wisdom to your life. Community is essential for personal growth. Find groups, clubs, or networks where you can connect with like-minded individuals. Whether it's a professional organization, a hobby group, or an online forum, being part of a supportive community provides a sense of belonging and accountability. These connections remind you that you're not alone in your journey. Be intentional about the energy you allow into your space. Pay attention to how different people affect your mood, motivation, and mindset. If someone consistently lifts you up, consider spending more time with them. Conversely, if someone's presence repeatedly drains you, it's okay to limit your interactions with them. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It's necessary for growth. Don't underestimate the power of positivity. Surround yourself with those who celebrate your achievements, encourage your efforts, and remind you of your potential. A strong support system fosters confidence and resilience, making it easier to navigate challenges and setbacks. Remember, you don't need a large circle to thrive. A few genuine connections can have a far greater impact than a crowd of acquaintances. Prioritize quality over quantity in your relationships. With the right people by your side, you'll feel more motivated, focused, and capable of achieving your goals. Chapter 11. Master the art of letting go. Letting go is a skill that requires courage and clarity. Holding on to what no longer serves you only weighs you down, making it harder to move forward. Whether it's past mistakes, failed relationships, or old habits, releasing them is essential for creating space for new opportunities and growth. Start by recognizing what you're holding on to. Identify the thoughts, emotions, or attachments that are keeping you stuck. Often, these are rooted in fear of change, fear of the unknown, or fear of losing something familiar. Facing these fears head-on allows you to understand their impact and begin the process of letting go. Accept that some things are beyond your control. Dwelling on situations you cannot change only drains your energy and focus. By acknowledging that certain events are part of the past, you free yourself from the burden of trying to rewrite them. Instead, redirect your energy toward what you can influence: your present actions and future decisions. Forgiveness plays a crucial role in letting go. This doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior, but rather releasing the anger, resentment, or pain tied to it. Forgiveness is for your benefit, not anyone else's. It allows you to move forward without the emotional baggage that weighs you down. Letting go of grudges and bitterness creates a sense of inner peace that cannot be achieved through revenge or blame. Letting go also involves shedding self-imposed limitations. Often, the biggest barriers are the ones we create within our own minds. Doubts, fears, and negative self-talk can prevent you from taking steps toward growth. Challenge these beliefs and replace them with thoughts that empower and motivate you. Declutter your life, both physically and emotionally. Let go of possessions that no longer bring you joy or serve a purpose. Clear your mental space by distancing yourself from negativity, whether it comes from toxic relationships or consuming unhelpful information. A lighter load allows you to move with greater ease and clarity. Understand that letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing to no longer let the past dictate your future. Use your experiences as lessons to guide you, not as weights to hold you back. Growth happens when you can look at your past objectively and extract wisdom from it without being tied to its pain. Embrace the discomfort that comes with releasing what's familiar. Change is often accompanied by uncertainty, but it's through this process that you discover your resilience and strength. Trust that letting go is not about losing. It's about creating room for better opportunities, healthier relationships, and a more fulfilling life. Letting go is a continuous practice. It's not something you do once and forget about. As life evolves, you'll encounter new situations that require release and acceptance. Approach this process with patience and self-compassion. Each time you let go, you grow stronger, freer, and more capable of shaping the life you truly desire. Chapter 12. Learn something new every day. Learning is a powerful tool for growth, and committing to it daily can transform your perspective and capabilities. Every day presents an opportunity to expand your knowledge, develop new skills, and understand the world better. The key is to approach learning with intention and curiosity. Start by recognizing that learning isn't confined to formal education. It happens everywhere, through conversations, books, experiences, and observations. Pay attention to the lessons hidden in your daily life. Even small insights can add up to significant growth over time. Choose areas that excite or challenge you. Whether it's acquiring a new skill, diving into a subject you've always been curious about, or exploring an unfamiliar topic, focus on things that ignite your interest. Learning becomes more engaging when it aligns with your passions and goals. Make time for learning, even if it's just a few minutes a day. Consistency is more important than intensity. Reading an article, listening to a podcast, or practicing a new skill for 10 minutes can have a profound impact when done regularly. The cumulative effect of small efforts builds momentum over time. Challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone. Growth often happens when you tackle something unfamiliar or difficult. Resist the urge to stick only to what feels easy or natural. Trying something new helps you develop resilience and adaptability. Seek out mentors or role models who can inspire and guide you. Surround yourself with people who have knowledge and experiences you admire. Their perspectives can open doors to ideas and opportunities you might not have considered on your own. Apply what you learn. Knowledge without action is like a tool left unused. Whether it's a concept, technique, or mindset, put it into practice. Testing your understanding in real-life situations not only reinforces learning, but also shows you how it fits into your life. Embrace mistakes as part of the process. No one masters something new without making errors along the way. Instead of fearing failure, use it as a learning tool. Analyze what went wrong, adjust your approach, and try again. Each misstep brings you closer to mastery. Stay curious and ask questions. Curiosity fuels the desire to learn and keeps your mind open to possibilities. When you encounter something you don't understand, take the time to explore it further. A curious mindset turns everyday moments into valuable lessons. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each new piece of knowledge or skill you acquire is a step forward. Acknowledge your achievements to stay motivated and remind yourself of the value of your efforts. Learning something new every day doesn't just enhance your knowledge, it builds confidence, keeps your mind sharp, and prepares you to handle challenges more effectively. The habit of daily learning ensures you're always growing, evolving, and ready to create a better future for yourself. Chapter 13. Turn failure into fuel. Failure is not the end, it's an essential part of growth. The way you respond to failure determines whether it holds you back or propels you forward. Every setback carries a lesson, and the choice to learn from it lies in your hands. Start by shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your abilities, view it as a natural outcome of trying. Failure often highlights areas that need improvement, providing clarity on what to focus on next. It's a sign that you are pushing your limits and striving for more. Analyze what went wrong. Break the situation down objectively. Look at the decisions you made, the actions you took, and the outcomes that followed. Avoid dwelling on emotions like embarrassment or frustration. Instead, focus on identifying specific areas where adjustments can be made. Take responsibility for your part in the failure. This doesn't mean blaming yourself, but acknowledging your role empowers you to make changes. When you own your mistakes, you reclaim control over the situation. It's a powerful step toward turning failure into progress. Extract the lessons from the experience. Every failure offers insights that can prevent similar mistakes in the future. Ask yourself what you could do differently next time. These lessons are not just theoretical, they are practical tools for your growth. Refuse to let failure define you. One mistake does not determine your worth or potential. Remind yourself that the most successful people in history faced countless setbacks before achieving greatness. Their resilience made the difference, and it can for you too. Channel the energy of failure into motivation. Let the disappointment fuel your determination to succeed. Use it as a reminder of why you started and what you are working toward. Each failure is a stepping stone, not a wall. Keep moving forward, even if progress feels slow. Failure often tempts people to quit, but perseverance is what separates those who succeed from those who stop trying. Commit to taking the next step, no matter how small it seems. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to keep going. Their perspective can help you see failure as a momentary obstacle, not a permanent condition. The support of others often provides the strength to try again. Celebrate the courage it took to try in the first place. Many people avoid failure by never taking risks. The fact that you faced a challenge, even if it didn't work out, is proof of your determination and willingness to grow. Finally, remind yourself that failure is temporary. It's a part of the journey, not the destination. The ability to rise after falling builds resilience and confidence. By turning failure into fuel, you transform setbacks into opportunities for growth and success. Chapter 14. Stop comparing yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others is a trap that leads nowhere but frustration and self-doubt. Every person has their own journey, their own challenges, and their own timeline. Measuring your progress against someone else's is like comparing apples to oranges, completely unfair and utterly pointless. Your value isn't determined by how you stack up against someone else. When you constantly compare, you ignore your own unique strengths, talents, and achievements. Instead, focus on the progress you've made and the obstacles you've overcome. Reflecting on your personal growth brings a sense of pride and accomplishment that no external comparison can provide. Social media often fuels the comparison cycle. It's easy to get caught up in the highlight reels of other people's lives, but remember that what you see online is curated. Nobody shares their failures, insecurities, or struggles in full view. Stop basing your worth on an incomplete and filtered version of someone else's reality. Focus on your own goals and values. What do you truly want for yourself? When your energy is spent chasing someone else's success, you lose sight of your own purpose. Reconnect with what drives you and channel your efforts into becoming the best version of yourself. Recognize that everyone's journey is different. Some people achieve success early, while others take longer to find their stride. There's no universal timeline for achievement. Celebrate where you are right now, even if it's not where you ultimately want to be. Progress is progress, no matter how small. Gratitude is a powerful tool to break free from comparison. Instead of focusing on what others have, take a moment to appreciate what you've already accomplished. Recognizing your blessings shifts your perspective and creates a sense of fulfillment that external validation can't match. Comparison often stems from insecurity. Instead of envying others, work on building your confidence. Focus on areas where you feel capable and strong. Each small success builds a foundation of self-belief that reduces the need to measure yourself against others. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Friends and mentors who encourage your growth without judgment can help you stay focused on your path. Their support reminds you that your worth isn't tied to how you compare with anyone else. Use others' success as inspiration, not as a yardstick. Instead of feeling jealous, learn from their achievements. What habits, skills, or strategies can you adopt to move closer to your own goals? Growth isn't about beating others, it's about continuously improving yourself. Finally, remind yourself that comparison robs you of joy. It distracts you from appreciating your journey and celebrating your progress. The only person you should compete with is the person you were yesterday. By letting go of comparison, you create space to grow, thrive, and truly enjoy the life you're building. Chapter 15. Make fitness a priority. Fitness is not just about looking good, it's about feeling good and living a healthier, more vibrant life. Prioritizing your physical well-being is an investment in your future, enabling you to live longer, avoid preventable diseases, and maintain a strong mind. A fit body supports a fit mind, helping you stay sharp and focused in every area of your life. To make fitness a priority, you must view it as a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Instead of waiting for motivation to strike, commit to consistency. Even small daily actions like a quick walk or a set of push-ups can add up over time. The key is not to aim for perfection, but to aim for persistence. Your fitness journey should reflect your own goals, not someone else's standards. Whether you're lifting weights, doing yoga, running, or dancing, choose activities that you genuinely enjoy. Fitness becomes a lifestyle when it's something you look forward to, not a chore you dread. Nutrition plays a critical role in fitness. The food you eat fuels your body and impacts your energy levels, performance, and recovery. Eating a balanced diet filled with whole foods, lean proteins, and healthy fats complements your workouts and enhances your overall well-being. Time is often cited as a barrier, but making fitness a priority means finding ways to fit it into your life. A 20-minute workout can be just as effective as an hour-long session if done with focus and effort. The busiest people often find creative ways to stay active, proving that time is rarely the real issue. It's about priorities. Rest and recovery are just as important as exercise itself. Overworking your body without giving it time to heal can lead to injuries and burnout. Listen to your body's signals and incorporate rest days to allow your muscles to repair and grow stronger. Fitness also improves your mental health. Regular exercise reduces stress, boosts your mood, and helps combat anxiety and depression. The endorphins released during physical activity act as natural mood enhancers, making fitness not only a physical commitment, but an emotional one as well. Accountability is a powerful motivator. Whether it's a workout partner, a fitness class, or even a personal trainer, having someone to keep you on track makes a significant difference. Being part of a supportive fitness community also creates a sense of camaraderie that pushes you to stay consistent. Track your progress to stay motivated. Whether it's recording your workouts, taking progress photos, or noting how you feel after each session, tangible evidence of improvement can keep you focused. Celebrate small milestones as they serve as proof that your efforts are paying off. Making fitness a priority transforms your life. It's not about quick fixes or temporary results. It's about building a sustainable routine that keeps you strong, energetic, and confident. When you commit to your health, you unlock the ability to show up fully for yourself and everything you care about. Chapter 16. Create financial stability. Financial stability is the foundation for freedom, peace of mind, and long-term success. It allows you to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence and take control of your future without the constant stress of money worries. Building this stability requires a deliberate and disciplined approach, starting with an honest assessment of your current financial situation. Understanding your income, expenses, and spending habits is the first step. Without knowing where your money goes, you cannot make informed decisions. Tracking every expense, no matter how small, reveals patterns that might be holding you back. Awareness brings clarity, and clarity is essential for taking control. Creating a realistic budget is the backbone of financial stability. A budget ensures you allocate your resources toward essential needs, debt repayment, savings, and investments. It keeps you disciplined, preventing impulsive spending that often leads to financial instability. The goal is not to restrict yourself, but to manage your money in a way that aligns with your priorities. An emergency fund is a critical safety net. Life is unpredictable, and having money set aside for unexpected expenses protects you from financial setbacks. Aim to save enough to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This buffer provides security and reduces reliance on debt during tough times. Debt can be a significant obstacle to financial stability. High-interest loans and credit card balances drain your income and limit your ability to save. Prioritize paying off debt strategically, starting with the highest interest rates. Each payment you make brings you closer to freedom and allows you to redirect funds toward building wealth. Earning more money is another essential component. Whether it's through advancing in your career, starting a side hustle, or developing new skills, increasing your income expands your financial options. Growth requires effort, but the rewards are worth it when you can invest in your future. Investing is how you make your money work for you. Savings accounts provide safety, but investing in assets like stocks, bonds, or real estate offers the potential for growth. The earlier you start, the more time your investments have to compound and grow. Building wealth is not about overnight success, but about consistent effort over time. Financial education is non-negotiable. Understanding the basics of personal finance, investments, and taxes empowers you to make smarter decisions. Read books, take courses, or seek advice from trusted sources to expand your knowledge. The more you learn, the better equipped you are to navigate complex financial situations. Protecting your finances is equally important. Insurance, such as health, life, and property coverage, shields you from catastrophic losses. Planning for retirement ensures you can maintain your lifestyle even when you're no longer working. Taking these precautions secures both your present and future. Creating financial stability is not about being rich, it's about being prepared and confident in your ability to handle life's challenges. It gives you the freedom to pursue your dreams. Chapter 17. Disconnect to reconnect. In a world dominated by screens, constant notifications, and an overwhelming flood of information, it's easy to forget the importance of disconnecting. Our devices, while convenient, often drain our energy and attention, leaving us distracted and disconnected from the people and experiences that truly matter. To reconnect with your true self, you must first unplug. Taking time away from technology helps you regain control over your attention. It allows you to be present in the moment, focusing on what's right in front of you rather than scrolling through endless feeds or responding to a constant stream of messages. When you disconnect, you reclaim your mental space and peace. Setting boundaries with technology is key. Start by creating tech-free zones in your daily life. This could be during meals, while spending time with loved ones, or before bedtime. These boundaries create opportunities for genuine connection, allowing you to engage in real conversations without the distractions of a screen. It's also vital to take regular breaks from social media. Constantly comparing your life to the highlight reels of others can distort your perception of reality. Disconnecting from these platforms gives you a break from external pressures and provides the mental space to focus on your own goals and aspirations. A digital detox doesn't just mean turning off your phone or computer. It's about being intentional with your time, recognizing that real life happens beyond the glow of a screen. Instead of mindlessly scrolling, spend time doing things that nourish your soul. Read a book, take a walk in nature, or enjoy a hobby that brings you joy. These simple activities will help you reconnect with yourself in a way that screens never can. By disconnecting from technology, You create space to reconnect with your passions and desires. You rediscover the things that make you happy and find new ways to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Whether it's exercising, meditating, or simply reflecting on your goals, these moments of solitude help you gain clarity and insight. Disconnecting also strengthens relationships. When you're constantly glued to your phone or computer, it's easy to overlook the people around you. Putting down your device and giving your full attention to others demonstrates respect and care. Meaningful connections are built through undivided attention and shared experiences. Taking breaks from technology also promotes better mental health. Studies have shown that excessive screen time can contribute to stress, anxiety, and feelings of inadequacy. Stepping away from your devices reduces these negative effects, allowing you to reset emotionally. The ultimate goal is not to reject technology, but to use it in a balanced way. It's about finding harmony between the digital and physical worlds, ensuring that technology serves you rather than controls you. Disconnecting for a short period each day, week, or month gives you the opportunity to recharge, reflect, and return with a clearer perspective. In a world that's always on, choosing to disconnect may feel counterintuitive, but it's a necessary step in reclaiming your time, energy, and mental health. Taking time to unplug doesn't mean withdrawing from life. It means reconnecting with what truly matters: your well-being, your goals, and the people who make your life meaningful. Chapter 18. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude has the power to transform your mindset. When you focus on what you have, rather than what you lack, you open yourself up to a world of abundance. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to plenty, from negativity to positivity. It's one of the most powerful tools for creating lasting change in your life. To make gratitude a habit, start each day by acknowledging something you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be grand. Sometimes the smallest things hold the most value, whether it's the warmth of the sun on your skin or the comfort of a good night's sleep. Practicing gratitude grounds you in the present moment. This simple habit sets a positive tone for the day. Gratitude also shifts your focus. Life is full of challenges, but when you actively choose to see the good, you begin to change your internal narrative. Instead of ruminating on setbacks or failures, you start recognizing lessons and opportunities for growth. Your problems become stepping stones, not roadblocks. Another powerful practice is to write down things you're thankful for each day. This could be in a journal or simply on a piece of paper. When you put your gratitude into words, it becomes tangible. It serves as a reminder that even on tough days, there's always something worth appreciating. Gratitude also deepens your relationships. When you express appreciation to others, it strengthens your bond and creates a cycle of positivity. Simple acts of thanks can have a profound impact on those around you. Whether it's thanking someone for their time, kindness, or support, these words make people feel valued. When others feel valued, they are more likely to reciprocate. This practice not only improves your relationships with others, but also with yourself. Self-gratitude is just as important as expressing thanks to others. Acknowledge your strengths, celebrate your progress, and be kind to yourself. Often we're our harshest critics, overlooking our achievements and focusing solely on what we haven't done. Practicing gratitude for your own efforts builds self-esteem and helps you appreciate your journey. When faced with challenges, gratitude can be your anchor. Instead of focusing on the negatives, find aspects of the situation that you can be thankful for. This doesn't mean ignoring the difficulty, but reframing it. In tough times, gratitude provides clarity and helps you maintain a positive mindset. Gratitude also improves your overall well-being. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude daily can reduce stress, increase happiness, and even improve your physical health. It lowers cortisol levels and helps you sleep better, contributing to a more balanced life. As you continue to practice gratitude, you'll notice a shift in your energy. The more you focus on what's going right, the more you attract positivity into your life. It's like a magnet for good things. Gratitude opens you up to the beauty of the world, making you more receptive to new opportunities and experiences. Incorporating gratitude into your daily routine takes no time, but its impact is immeasurable. It's a choice you make each day, and the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. Gratitude isn't just a feeling, it's an action. By choosing to see the good, you actively change your life for the better. Chapter 19. Develop a problem-solving mindset. Life is full of problems. They are inevitable, but how you handle them makes all the difference. Developing a problem-solving mindset is the key to navigating through challenges with resilience and clarity. Instead of viewing problems as obstacles, start seeing them as opportunities to grow and improve. A problem-solving mindset begins with acceptance. Accept that challenges are a part of life, and that they are not personal attacks, but a natural part of the human experience. The sooner you accept that things won't always go as planned, the easier it becomes to approach problems with a clear and focused mind. The next step is to change your thinking. Instead of saying, "I can't," ask, "How can I?" Reframing the way you approach problems is crucial. A problem is not something that stops you. It's something that can be overcome with creativity, persistence, and determination. This shift in mindset moves you from a victim mentality to an empowered, action-driven approach. When faced with a problem, break it down. Often, problems seem overwhelming because they appear too complex or massive. But no problem is too big if you take it one step at a time. Identify the root cause, separate it into smaller components, and tackle them one by one. This makes the solution more manageable and less intimidating. Look for solutions, not excuses. Everyone faces challenges, but the most successful people don't dwell on the problem. They focus on finding a solution. It's about shifting your energy from complaining to creating. Even if the solution is not immediately clear, continue looking for ways to move forward. Sometimes the right answer comes after trial and error. Don't be afraid to ask for help. A problem-solving mindset is not about doing everything alone. Don't hesitate to reach out to others for advice, collaboration, or support. Different perspectives can open doors to solutions that you might not have considered. Surround yourself with people who are solution-oriented and who encourage progress, not stagnation. Developing a problem-solving mindset also requires emotional control. It's easy to get frustrated or angry when things aren't going your way, but emotional reactions often cloud judgment. Take a step back, breathe, and assess the situation calmly. Your ability to stay composed during challenging times is one of the strongest assets you can develop. Also, trust in your ability to figure things out. When faced with problems, your first instinct might be panic or doubt. However, trust that you have the skills and the mindset to solve it. Confidence in your problem-solving abilities comes from experience. The more challenges you face and overcome, the stronger your problem-solving skills become. A problem-solving mindset means being proactive. It's not waiting for things to get better on their own, but taking action to improve your situation. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Start with what you have, where you are, and make adjustments along the way. You can't solve problems by standing still. Finally, learn from every problem. Each challenge holds a lesson. Once you find a solution, reflect on the process. What did you learn? What worked well, and what could have been done differently? These insights will equip you with the tools for future problems. Adopting a problem-solving mindset doesn't mean problems won't arise, but it means you'll be ready when they do. It's about approaching life with the belief that there is always a way forward, and the more you practice this mindset, the more adept you'll become at handling whatever comes your way. Chapter 20. Turn pain into strength. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. Life will throw you challenges, obstacles, and heartaches. How you respond to these experiences determines your growth and resilience. Pain doesn't have to break you. It can shape you into something stronger. When you learn to turn pain into strength, you gain the power to rise above anything life throws your way. The first step is to accept pain as part of the process. Everyone faces difficult moments, whether it's personal loss, disappointment, or failure. Trying to avoid pain or pretending it doesn't exist only prolongs the suffering. When you accept pain, you stop fighting it and start learning from it. Pain becomes a teacher, showing you your limits, weaknesses, and areas where growth is possible. Instead of letting pain paralyze you, use it as a driving force. Every time you face something difficult, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Pain is often the best teacher, forcing you to confront parts of yourself that you may want to ignore. It's through these moments of discomfort that you gain valuable insights about who you truly are and what you are capable of. Focus on the lessons pain can teach you. The deeper the pain, the more you stand to learn. Each struggle you face gives you the chance to become more resilient, more aware of your strengths, and more committed to your goals. Pain builds character, grit, and determination, traits that are crucial for success in all areas of life. Instead of running from pain, lean into it and allow it to fuel your transformation. Pain forces you to find strength you never knew you had. In the midst of hardship, you realize that you're capable of enduring far more than you ever thought possible. Strength isn't built in easy times, it's forged through adversity. Every painful experience gives you an opportunity to prove to yourself how strong and capable you truly are. Rather than allowing pain to define you, redefine it. See it as an opportunity for personal growth. Pain doesn't have to be something negative. It can be the catalyst for your transformation. It's easy to feel defeated in the face of hardship, but with the right mindset, pain can become the motivation to push through and achieve greatness. Turning pain into strength requires perspective. It's about reframing how you view the experience. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How can this help me grow?" The way you perceive pain will determine how it affects you. When you shift your mindset, you empower yourself to turn negative experiences into positive outcomes. Pain also teaches you about perseverance. It's about not giving up, no matter how hard it gets. The strongest people aren't the ones who avoid pain, but the ones who face it head-on and keep going. The willingness to endure and push through pain sets you apart. Every time you keep going despite the hurt, you become stronger. Finally, turn pain into compassion. When you experience pain, you become more empathetic to others who are struggling. Use your pain to connect with others, share your experiences, and offer support. This creates a powerful cycle where your strength helps others find theirs. Turning pain into strength isn't easy, but it's necessary for growth. It's not about avoiding the tough moments. It's about learning from them, growing through them, and using them to become the strongest version of yourself. Chapter 21. Revisit your habits regularly. Your habits shape your future. Yet many people fail to consistently revisit them. What you do every day defines who you become. If you're not checking in with your habits regularly, you risk falling into routines that don't serve your goals. Regularly reviewing your habits ensures that they align with where you want to go and the person you want to become. The first step is awareness. To improve your habits, you must first acknowledge what they are. Take an honest look at your daily routines and ask yourself if they are leading you toward your desired outcomes. The smallest daily choices, from the moment you wake up to when you go to bed, play a crucial role in your success or failure. Without awareness, you can't make meaningful change. It's easy to fall into autopilot, but it's necessary to evaluate your actions frequently to ensure they align with your long-term vision. After becoming aware of your habits, it's time to assess their effectiveness. Are they helping you grow? Are they contributing to your goals? Some habits may seem harmless, but they could be holding you back. For example, checking your phone first thing in the morning could be draining your mental energy before you even get out of bed. Conversely, habits like reading, exercising, or planning your day can elevate your mindset and productivity. Regular evaluation of your habits will help you spot areas that need improvement and identify which ones are working for you. When you revisit your habits, be brutally honest with yourself. It's easy to justify poor habits because they feel comfortable or familiar. But comfort is often a sign that growth is stagnant. Growth requires discomfort, and if you're not feeling challenged, it's time to reassess. Ask yourself, is this habit bringing me closer to where I want to be? If the answer is no, it's time to replace it with something that will push you forward. Regularly revisiting your habits also provides a chance to acknowledge your progress. Growth isn't always linear, and sometimes it's hard to see how far you've come. When you review your habits, you can track changes over time and notice how much you've improved. This sense of progress is motivating and can fuel your commitment to continue evolving. It reinforces that your efforts matter and that small changes add up to big results. A key part of revisiting your habits is consistency. Habits don't change overnight, and it's easy to slip into old patterns. By committing to regular reviews, you hold yourself accountable to stay on track. It's not enough to make one change and hope it sticks. Success requires ongoing attention and intentional action. Revisit your habits weekly, monthly, or even daily to ensure you stay on course. Don't be afraid to evolve. Your goals and aspirations will change over time, and so should your habits. What worked for you in the past may no longer align with who you are becoming. Regularly reassessing your habits allows you to adapt, grow, and stay relevant to your evolving self. It's not about perfection, but about being flexible enough to adjust as you grow. Lastly, revisit your habits to keep them fresh. It's easy to become complacent with routines, but a lack of excitement or passion can lead to stagnation. Shake things up, try new strategies, and keep your habits exciting and engaging. This keeps you motivated and helps you stay invested in your personal development. Revisiting your habits regularly is essential for growth. It keeps you aligned with your goals, ensures you're on the right track, and allows you to stay flexible as you evolve. Make this a regular part of your journey, and you'll see massive improvements in every area of your life. Chapter 22. Break your goals into small steps. Setting big goals is important, but it's easy to feel overwhelmed when you look at them in their entirety. Breaking your goals down into small, manageable steps is one of the most effective ways to make progress without feeling stuck. It's about turning your big dreams into actions you can take every single day. Start by identifying your end goal clearly. Know what you want to achieve, whether it's building a business, getting fit, or mastering a new skill. Once you have that vision in place, break it down into smaller, more specific tasks. Each task should be an actionable step that brings you closer to that larger objective. These small steps act as building blocks that make the journey less daunting. A major benefit of breaking your goals into smaller steps is that it provides clarity. Instead of feeling lost in the enormity of your goal, you'll have a clear roadmap to follow. This roadmap will keep you focused and on track. You'll know exactly what to do next, which prevents procrastination. Having clear, actionable steps makes it harder to avoid the work because each step feels achievable. Breaking your goal into smaller pieces also allows you to measure progress easily. Large goals can feel too far away to ever truly reach, but when you break them down, you get instant feedback. Completing a small step gives you a sense of accomplishment, and you'll gain momentum from each small win. This momentum drives you to continue moving forward. Another key to breaking down your goals is setting realistic timelines. Each step you outline should be given a reasonable time frame. Be mindful not to rush, as unrealistic expectations only set you up for failure. By setting achievable deadlines for each task, you hold yourself accountable and prevent the feeling of being overwhelmed. Small steps also allow you to adjust and adapt as you go. If you realize something isn't working, you can make changes before getting too far off track. The smaller and more flexible your steps, the easier it is to pivot. This adaptability keeps you moving forward, even if things don't go as initially planned. Keep in mind that consistency is the key to success. Every time you complete one of those small steps, you're making progress. The more consistent you are, the closer you'll get to your end goal. Small, consistent actions will always outperform big, inconsistent bursts of effort. Over time, the small steps add up to something significant. Additionally, breaking your goals down prevents burnout. It's easy to get overwhelmed by big goals and quit when progress feels too slow. When you focus on one step at a time, the pressure is reduced and the process becomes enjoyable. You're not thinking about the entire mountain, just the next step ahead of you. Finally, remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. Breaking your goals into smaller steps makes the process more manageable, enjoyable, and fulfilling. By focusing on each task at hand, you'll stay motivated and energized. Before you know it, those small steps will lead you to massive success. Chapter 23. Learn to adapt quickly. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready, and the world is constantly changing. If you want to succeed, you must develop the ability to adapt quickly. Change is inevitable, but how you respond to it determines your success. Learning to adapt isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving in unpredictable circumstances. Adaptability starts with your mindset. Instead of seeing change as a threat, view it as an opportunity. The moment you stop resisting change, you open yourself up to new possibilities. When things don't go as planned, embrace it. Instead of focusing on what you can't control, focus on what you can. Shift your perspective and look for ways to turn challenges into advantages. The ability to adapt quickly also means being open to new ideas and methods. Sticking to the same routine, day after day, might feel comfortable, but it can limit your growth. The most successful people are the ones who are willing to break free from their comfort zones and explore new ways of thinking and doing things. Whether it's learning a new skill, adopting a different approach, or changing your environment, being open-minded is key. One of the biggest challenges to adapting is fear. The fear of failure, or the fear of the unknown, can paralyze you. It's easy to stay in a situation that feels safe, even when it's not working. But to adapt quickly, you have to be willing to take calculated risks. Understand that failure isn't the end, it's part of the process. Each failure teaches you something valuable that you can use to adjust and improve. Being adaptable also means being flexible. Life rarely follows a straight line, and you need to be able to pivot when things change. When you encounter obstacles, don't stick to the same plan if it's clearly not working. Adapt your strategy, adjust your actions, and move forward. Being rigid in your approach can leave you stuck. Flexibility is your tool for overcoming challenges. In addition to being flexible, acting quickly is crucial. Opportunities don't wait for you to figure everything out. Sometimes making a decision, even if it's not perfect, is better than waiting for the right moment. By taking quick action, you build momentum and increase your chances of success. The faster you move, the faster you learn, and the quicker you can adjust. Another key aspect of adapting quickly is emotional resilience. Change often comes with disappointment, frustration, and stress. The way you manage your emotions will directly impact your ability to adapt. Learn to keep your emotions in check and focus on solutions rather than problems. Emotional stability helps you remain clear-headed and effective during uncertain times. It's also important to stay curious. Curiosity drives you to seek out new information and solutions. When you're constantly looking to learn, you position yourself to react effectively to new situations. Don't be afraid to ask questions, research alternatives, and try new things. The more knowledge you gather, the better equipped you'll be to navigate any changes that come your way. Ultimately, adapting quickly is about building resilience, staying open to new opportunities, and being proactive in the face of change. The faster you can adapt, the more successful you'll be in navigating the twists and turns of life. Chapter 24. Celebrate small wins. Big achievements don't happen overnight, and they often come after a series of small, seemingly insignificant steps. Too often, we get caught up in the pursuit of grand goals and forget to recognize the small victories along the way. Celebrating these small wins is vital for maintaining momentum and staying motivated. Each small win is a sign of progress, and progress is what keeps you moving forward. When you achieve something, no matter how small, take a moment to acknowledge it. It might feel trivial, but those small moments build up over time, creating a foundation for larger successes. Recognizing these wins boosts your confidence and reminds you that you are making headway. The habit of celebrating small wins also helps you stay focused. It's easy to get discouraged when big goals seem distant or out of reach. By focusing on the small victories, you maintain a sense of accomplishment. It keeps you connected to the process instead of only the end result. Whether it's completing a task on your to-do list or learning something new, taking the time to celebrate reaffirms that you're moving in the right direction. Celebrating small wins also helps build positive momentum. Each time you celebrate a success, you reinforce the behavior that led to it. It creates a cycle where you become motivated to continue pushing forward. Small wins serve as reminders that your efforts are paying off, even when the end result is far from sight. This builds a positive feedback loop, where every win strengthens your drive to achieve the next one. In addition, celebrating small wins can improve your mindset. It shifts your focus from what you haven't accomplished to what you have. Instead of dwelling on what's left to do, you recognize how far you've come. This change in perspective makes the journey more enjoyable, rather than feeling burdened by endless tasks. It's about appreciating the process and learning to find joy in the small steps. Another reason to celebrate small wins is that it can help manage stress. Working toward big goals can feel overwhelming, especially if they take longer than expected. Small wins provide moments of relief and encouragement. By celebrating these successes, you reduce the pressure you put on yourself. It's a reminder that progress is happening, and that's enough to keep going. To celebrate small wins, it doesn't always have to be a grand gesture. A simple acknowledgement of your effort can be enough. Whether it's a pat on the back, treating yourself to something you enjoy, or simply reflecting on your progress, it's about taking time to appreciate what you've done. These celebrations don't need to be extravagant to be effective. They're about creating a habit of recognition. Finally, when you celebrate your wins, you inspire others around you. People who recognize and celebrate small victories tend to be more resilient, positive, and encouraging. Your example can motivate others to keep going, even when things get tough. It creates a culture of progress and positivity, where everyone is motivated to reach the next milestone. Small wins may seem insignificant on their own, but when you look at the bigger picture, they add up. Celebrating them fuels your progress and keeps you driven. So never underestimate the power of small victories. They are the stepping stones to your larger goals. Chapter 25. Focus on what you can control. Life can be chaotic, unpredictable, and overwhelming. There's always something out of our control, and it's easy to feel helpless when things aren't going our way. The key to navigating life's challenges is focusing on what you can control. This simple shift in mindset can have a powerful impact on your well-being and success. You can't control the actions of others, the weather, or unforeseen circumstances, but you can control how you respond. When faced with adversity, focus on your reaction. How you choose to handle stress, setbacks, and challenges is completely within your control. Rather than fixating on things beyond your influence, channel your energy into actions that are within your grasp. When you focus on what you can control, you stop wasting time and energy on things that don't matter. This creates clarity in your mind. Instead of getting caught up in the endless cycle of worry and frustration, you narrow your focus to the tasks that will move you forward. This helps you feel more in control of your life, even when the outside world seems chaotic. Control your mindset. Your thoughts have a profound impact on your actions and how you experience life. You may not be able to control every situation, but you can control how you view it. Train yourself to approach challenges with a positive attitude, finding opportunities instead of obstacles. Your mindset determines how you react, and whether you see problems as hurdles or stepping stones. Control your time. Time is one of the most valuable resources you have. You can't get it back, so make it count. Prioritize the things that matter most and eliminate distractions. By managing your time effectively, you take control of your day and your progress becomes inevitable. Schedule time for things that will move you closer to your goals and stay consistent with your efforts. Control your habits. Small daily habits compound over time and shape your future. While you can't control the outcome of every situation, you can control the actions you take every day. Focus on building positive habits, such as exercising, reading, or working on personal growth. These habits will propel you forward, no matter what happens around you. Control your environment. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Remove toxic influences and negative energy from your life. While you can't change others, you can control who you spend your time with. By choosing to be around people who inspire and encourage you, you create a more positive environment that will help you thrive. Control your self-care. Take care of your physical and mental health. This is one of the most important things you can control. When you're well rested, nourished, and mentally strong, you're better equipped to face life's challenges. Self-care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for maintaining your energy and focus. Remember, focusing on what you can control gives you a sense of agency over your life. It reduces stress and empowers you to take action. By focusing on your response, your mindset, your time, your habits, and your environment, you can create a life that aligns with your goals and values. Control what you can and let go of what you can't. Chapter 26. Rebuild confidence from within. Confidence isn't something that's given to you, it's something that comes from within. It's built through your thoughts, actions, and mindset. If you're struggling with low confidence, you have the power to rebuild it, one step at a time. But first you need to realize that true confidence starts from the inside, not from external validation or approval. Start by accepting who you are, flaws and all. Too many people struggle with their confidence because they're constantly trying to fit into someone else's idea of success or beauty. The truth is, no one has the right to define your worth except you. Accept your unique qualities and embrace them. Once you accept yourself fully, the opinions of others won't have the power to break you down. Focus on your strengths. Everyone has something they're good at. Find what makes you stand out and capitalize on it. The more you focus on what you do well, the less you'll worry about areas where you might feel insecure. Celebrate even small achievements, no matter how minor they seem. Recognizing your wins, big or small, will reinforce the belief that you are capable. Let go of perfectionism. Perfection is an illusion. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that you must always be perfect or have everything figured out, but it's the flaws and mistakes that make us human. Confidence doesn't come from doing everything right. It comes from embracing your imperfections and learning from them. When you stop expecting perfection from yourself, you give yourself permission to grow. Take consistent action. Confidence grows through experience. The more you challenge yourself and face uncomfortable situations, the stronger your confidence becomes. It's not about being fearless, it's about doing things despite your fears. Step outside your comfort zone regularly. With each success, your belief in yourself will grow, and with each failure, you'll learn to bounce back even stronger. Visualize your success. Your mind is a powerful tool, and the way you see yourself affects the way you perform. Take a moment every day to picture yourself succeeding. Visualizing your achievements, whether big or small, helps reprogram your brain to believe that you can do it. When you see yourself as capable, you will start acting like it. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people around you can either lift you up or tear you down. Seek out relationships with those who support and encourage you. When you're around people who believe in you, it's easier to believe in yourself. Let go of toxic relationships that drain your energy or contribute to your self-doubt. Practice self-compassion. We are often our own harshest critics. You wouldn't talk down to a friend the way you sometimes talk to yourself, so why do it to yourself? Speak kindly to yourself. When you make a mistake, instead of beating yourself up, treat yourself with the same compassion you would give someone else in the same situation. Rebuild your confidence by focusing on the inner work. Confidence isn't a quick fix, it's a process. It's about changing the way you think about yourself, how you handle setbacks, and how you take action. With patience and persistence, you'll rebuild your confidence from the inside out and emerge stronger than ever. Chapter 27. Learn to say no to perfectionism. Perfectionism is a trap. It's the belief that you must be flawless in everything you do, that there's a right way to be and a wrong way to fail. The truth? Perfection doesn't exist. It's a moving target, and the harder you chase it, the more exhausted you become. You need to learn to say no to perfectionism if you want to truly live freely and make real progress. Start by understanding that perfectionism isn't a sign of high standards, it's a fear of failure. It's a defense mechanism that keeps you stuck in your comfort zone. The fear of making mistakes prevents you from taking risks, and as a result, you miss out on opportunities to learn and grow. The more you demand perfection from yourself, the more paralyzed you become by the idea of falling short. Accept that mistakes are part of the process. They aren't setbacks, they're stepping stones to success. When you make mistakes, you don't fail, you learn. Every mistake you make teaches you something valuable, whether it's about yourself or the task at hand. Perfectionism robs you of this learning experience by convincing you that mistakes are something to avoid at all costs. The reality is that failure is the most powerful teacher you'll ever have. Understand that good enough is often enough. Perfectionism convinces you that if something isn't flawless, it's worthless. This mindset wastes time and energy, draining your motivation. In most cases, delivering something good enough is not only sufficient, but it's more effective in the long run. By focusing on the process and getting things done, you create momentum. When you stop obsessing over perfection, you open up the space to produce, grow, and succeed. Let go of comparison. Perfectionism often arises when you compare yourself to others, measuring your progress against their achievements. This is a surefire way to feel inadequate. Everyone has their own journey, and everyone's path looks different. You are not them, and they are not you. Your worth is not determined by how you measure up to anyone else. Focus on your own progress, your own goals, and your own growth. Stop waiting for the perfect time to act. Perfectionism holds you back from taking action, telling you that you need to wait until everything is just right. This is a lie. There's never a perfect moment to start. If you wait for everything to line up, you'll be waiting forever. The most important thing is to start. You can always adjust, improve, and adapt as you go, but action is what brings results. Set realistic standards. Perfectionism often leads to unrealistic expectations, and when you can't meet them, it can lead to frustration, anxiety, and burnout. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for progress. Set goals that are challenging yet achievable. This shift in focus will help you move forward without getting stuck in the endless pursuit of something unattainable. Learn to embrace imperfection. Life is messy, unpredictable, and full of flaws. The sooner you accept that perfection isn't possible, the sooner you'll be able to embrace the beauty of imperfection. When you let go of the need for everything to be flawless, you free yourself from stress and anxiety. You allow yourself to live authentically and do your best without the weight of perfectionism holding you down. Saying no to perfectionism is one of the most freeing decisions you can make. It's about realizing that progress, not perfection, is what truly matters. Embrace the journey, accept your flaws, and trust that doing your best is enough. By freeing yourself from the trap of perfectionism, you give yourself the opportunity to thrive and succeed on your own terms. Chapter 28. Make rest a priority. In a world that glorifies hustle, rest is often seen as a luxury or something to be earned after hard work. The truth is, rest is a necessity, not a reward. Without proper rest, your mind and body break down, no matter how hard you push yourself. If you want to succeed, you must make rest a priority, not an afterthought. Rest isn't just about sleep. It's about recovery, giving your body and mind the time they need to recharge and repair. When you neglect rest, you end up running on empty. You become less productive, less creative, and more prone to burnout. The constant push to do more, to be more, will eventually take its toll. Rest allows you to reset, refocus, and come back stronger. Understand that rest is not the opposite of work. It's part of the process. Just as you need to put in the effort to achieve your goals, you also need to take time to recover. Your body can't perform at its best if it's constantly running on fumes. Rest helps you restore your energy, maintain focus, and improve your overall well-being. When you prioritize rest, you enhance your ability to work smarter, not harder. Start by setting boundaries. In today's connected world, it's easy to feel like you need to be available 24/7. But constant work without breaks leads to exhaustion. You have the right to disconnect, to step away, and to rest. Set clear limits for when you will work and when you will rest. Protect your downtime like you would protect a meeting or an important commitment. Rest can take many forms, and it's important to find what works best for you. Some people find peace in meditation, while others may need a long walk in nature. Physical activity can be restorative too. Whatever form it takes, make sure that rest is intentional. It's not about lying around in guilt. It's about consciously giving yourself the space to unwind and recharge. It's also important to make rest a regular habit. Just like exercise, it's something that needs to be practiced consistently. You can't rest effectively if you only take breaks when you're already exhausted. Instead, build rest into your routine. Schedule time to relax, sleep well, and enjoy moments of peace throughout the day. Rest improves your mental health. When you're constantly pushing, your stress levels increase. Your brain never gets the chance to relax and process everything you've experienced. Taking time to rest gives your mind a break, allowing you to manage stress and improve your emotional well-being. Without rest, your mental health suffers and your performance declines. Make time for self-care and remember that your mind needs as much care as your body. Rest also boosts creativity and problem-solving abilities. When you're well rested, your brain functions more effectively and you can think clearly. You're able to come up with solutions more easily and approach challenges with fresh ideas. Lack of rest, on the other hand, leads to mental fatigue, making it harder to focus and think creatively. Rest isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. Acknowledge the fact that taking time to rest is one of the smartest things you can do for your health, productivity, and success. By making rest a priority, you'll find that you're more energized, focused, and motivated when it's time to work. When you respect your need for rest, you'll perform at a level you never thought possible. Chapter 29. Stay humble yet ambitious. Ambition is essential for growth, but humility keeps you grounded. It's easy to get lost in the pursuit of success and forget the value of staying humble. The most successful people are not those who boast about their achievements, but those who continue to work hard and strive for more, all while remaining respectful and open to learning. Humility doesn't mean you should diminish your worth or downplay your accomplishments. It means recognizing that there's always more to learn and that you can improve no matter how far you've come. When you remain humble, you open yourself up to new experiences, feedback, and opportunities that may have been overlooked if you were too focused on your own ego. Being ambitious is about having goals and working relentlessly toward them. It's about pushing your limits and constantly striving to be better. But ambition without humility can lead to arrogance and a false sense of superiority. When you stay humble, you remember that everyone, no matter how successful, has room for growth, and that no one is perfect. You don't lose sight of the fact that you've been supported by others, and you understand that your success is not solely your own doing. Ambition drives you forward, but humility helps you appreciate the journey. It keeps you motivated to continue improving, not because you're competing with others, but because you're seeking personal growth. Humble ambition means acknowledging your strengths while staying aware of your weaknesses and using that awareness to fuel your progress. It prevents you from getting comfortable and encourages you to push beyond your limits. Humility also helps you connect with others. When you remain humble, people are more likely to support you, and you'll find it easier to form meaningful relationships. No one wants to follow someone who believes they have all the answers, but everyone is drawn to someone who is open, approachable, and willing to learn. Staying humble allows you to build a network of genuine connections that can propel you toward your goals. Ambition without humility can create a toxic mindset. If you constantly compare yourself to others and believe you're better, you'll never be satisfied with your achievements. You'll always feel the need to prove yourself, which only leads to stress and burnout. Humility allows you to celebrate your progress without needing validation from others. It teaches you that your worth is not determined by external recognition, but by your character and personal growth. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to get caught up in ego-driven behavior. But remember that humility is not about holding yourself back. It's about knowing your worth and still treating others with respect. Humble people are more likely to collaborate and help others, and they don't see others as threats to their success, but as partners in the journey. Staying humble doesn't mean you don't dream big. It doesn't mean you don't set high expectations for yourself. It simply means you're grounded in your approach and aware of the people and experiences that have helped shape your journey. Ambition fuels your drive, but humility fuels your character, ensuring that you never lose sight of what truly matters. Chapter 30. Stay committed to your future self. Your future self is counting on the choices you make today. Every decision you make now impacts who you become tomorrow. It's easy to get distracted by short-term desires and immediate rewards, but those fleeting moments can derail your long-term goals. Staying committed to your future self means recognizing the importance of consistency, discipline, and patience. It's about staying focused on what you want to achieve, even when the road gets tough. The commitment to your future self starts with setting clear goals. Without a vision for where you're heading, it's impossible to remain committed. Your goals give you direction and purpose, guiding your actions every single day. These goals don't just live in your mind, they need to be in your routine, integrated into your daily habits. It's the small, consistent steps that you take now that will lead you to where you want to be in the future. To stay committed, you must be willing to make sacrifices. Instant gratification can be tempting, but what you do today sets the foundation for your future. You may have to say no to things that don't align with your goals or that will divert you from your path. This isn't always easy, but it's necessary if you want to see real progress. Your future self will thank you for the tough decisions you make now. Remember, your future self isn't just a distant person, it's the person you'll be in a matter of months or years. The actions you take now are shaping that person. It's not just about reaching the end goal, it's about the process of becoming who you want to be. Every step, every challenge, every decision adds up. You may not see immediate results, but trust that every effort you put in is making a difference. There will be times when you want to quit, when you feel like the work is too hard or the results too slow. During these moments, remind yourself of the person you're becoming. Think about the freedom, the confidence, and the pride you'll feel once you've reached your goals. Your future self is counting on you to keep going. It's important to stay disciplined during the tough times, because consistency is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. Staying committed also means learning from mistakes along the way. Failures don't define you, how you rise after them does. Every misstep is an opportunity to grow and adjust your strategy. This is where true commitment lies, continuing to move forward, no matter the setbacks. Your future self won't look back with regret over mistakes. Instead, they'll look back and appreciate how those challenges led to personal growth. Stay committed to the vision you have for yourself. When you align your actions with your goals, you're not just working for the person you are today, but for the person you'll become. Success doesn't happen overnight, but every day you stay committed brings you one step closer to the future you've dreamed of. Don't let distractions or difficulties shake your resolve. Your future self depends on your dedication, and that commitment is the key to transforming your life.